Hello, everybody. Today we have Igor Noble from Great Northern Mortgage Company, and he's going to explain to us what kind of programs he has to offer to us, and for the first-time buyers as well, and investments. So, Igor, please tell us what kind of programs you have for the first-time buyers.
Alex, thank you for having me here. And so this very, very hot topic, actually, like what can we offer to the first-time home buyers? And I think like the most recent program that we just have is that when the buyer, since the rates are still a little bit higher, right? So we have a special program for the first-time home buyers. When they buy the property, for example, at the interest rate currently, let's assume like 7% interest rate, right? So they can get the interest rate, which is going to be 3% lower, 3% lower during the first year, 2% lower during the second year, 1% lower during the third year, and then year number 4 and after is going to be the same 30-year fixed rate, 7% interest rate. So actually, people can save a lot of money, right? Because this is called like 3-to-1 buy down program. So that's going to give like our buyers a lot of power and cash flow to go through these difficult times. And then what is also excellent about this program is that when the rates will drop, and they will drop, they're already starting coming down. So I see rates right now already like 6.5%. And actually on FHA loans, I just got a news yesterday that we can offer 5.99%. 5.99% on FHA loans for the first-time home buyers.
It's amazing.
It's amazing, yes, exactly. So people will be able to save a lot of money. So with any questions, you can call us and we explain how this program goes. So that's program number 1, right? So it's a 3-to-1 buy down. During the first 3 years, the interest rate is going to be much lower. And then we're still going to be at the same interest rate fixed for the next 30 years. So the buyers will have this option to buy the property. That's program number 1. Program number 2, which is also, we just got it like actually last week.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. Exactly. You see, this is the beauty of dealing with mortgage brokers, right? Because we're dealing like with 60 banks, and we're constantly getting offers from our lenders. Hey, what about this program? What about that program? So the second program that we have is that for the next 12 months, if the interest rate, for example, 7%, for the next 12 months, the bank, not you, not we, not the seller, the bank will reduce the interest rate at their own cost by 1%. So instead of 7% interest rate for the first 12 months, you are going to get 6% interest rate. Plus, appraisal is free.
Great.
You see? Yeah, so it's excellent. So this is at least like the first 2 programs that we currently have that really going to help.
Wow.
Yes, the first-time home buyers. And obviously, also, don't discard the program for the ARM programs. We're offering like a lot of programs that is full, like it's 30-year fixed mortgages, right? However, we're also offering a lot of programs with adjustable rate mortgages, where the rate is going to be fixed for 3 years, 5 years, 7 years.
Very nice.
And those programs also very compatible. And then the interest rates are much, much lower. And it's very good because in this kind of market, when the interest rate is a little bit high, even if the rate is going to be fixed for 10 years, 5 years, or 15 years, we're going to give the buyers peace of mind. So they will be able to buy the property, save money, and then when the rates will drop, they will be able to refinance. Because remember, for the ARM products, the interest rate will also going to be less a little bit, maybe like even half a point, but it's still a lot of money, right? So for any questions, please call us, and then we will tell you, we just walk you through all the steps that you need to know as a first-time home buyer.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Like I said, Igor, he has been in the business for 2003. He has a lot of experience, and if you have any questions, you could contact Igor. Of course, he's going to take a lot of frustrations from you if you're buying a first house. Igor, tell us about another thing. I'm dealing with a lot of buyers, and a lot of buyers, they self-employed. And unfortunately, they don't show a lot of income. Can you help in this situation to my first-time buyers?
Excellent question. Actually, I would say around maybe like 1/3 of my pipeline is for people who do not show the income. Because look, we'll be honest, right? We are not like all doctors. We are not like working for companies, big companies. We are like humble little people, like a lot of small businesses, right? And then we're dealing with people like from like barbers. We're dealing people with jewelers. We're dealing people with Ubers, Uber driver, Lyft drivers, all self-employed people. Because some people show maybe like $300,000-$400,000 a year, but then they're writing off a lot of those expenses. Yes. So obviously with the regular banks, they're not going to be qualified. So they call us. They call us happy people, the Noble Mortgage team who will actually help you to get the mortgage. So we do have these programs, and actually several programs. The first program is called bank statement. So as long as the business has active deposits during the last 12 months, we can take these 12 months business bank statements and calculate income with no tax returns, no W-2s, 1099, nothing, just based on the deposits. And you can put as little as 10% down payment.
Wow.
Hear me out, 10%. It's not 20, it's not 30%. 10% down payment. Ideally, to get a better rate, you need to put between 15, ideally 20% down payment, right? But for some people, they do not have enough money saved. So we still have options with 10% down payment, okay? So this is based on bank statements. Another program that we have, for example, some people, they do not have regular business deposits, right?
Yes.
So then we can talk to the accountant of that self-employed person, and we can get the letter from that accountant stating what is the annual deposits. And then we can put together profit and loss.
Very well.
And based on the profit and loss, we can also provide them financing.
Wow.
With this option, most likely they need to put 20% down payment, at least as of today. But still, it's excellent option. And then for some people who really do not have even like an accountant, yes, we still have the options as long as they can put between 30 to 35% down payment to still buy with nothing, like no document, just the bank statements. Statements, and then the buyer will need to show us the down payment, for example, this 30% down payment, right? Plus closing costs, plus the reserves, and they can buy the property. So there are a lot of alternatives for these people. And also, I want to mention one more program that we also just recently got. It's a lot of like good programs.
It's good. It's good.
It's a program for people who are illegal here.
Wow.
Do you know this?
I've never heard about it.
Exactly. So if you're illegal in this country, for many immigrants, I came to this country in 1998, right? But my process was I got a visa, I got work, and then I got my green card. But unfortunately, not all people are so happy and fortunate to get all these green cards. So a lot of people, not a lot, but some people still stay here illegally. So for this category of people, also we do have options, and they can be either self-employed or they can be W-2. So as long as you have this, we call this ITIN program, ITIN, yes. So it's ITIN. As long as they file the tax returns, and believe me, like a lot of people, actually all of them who are here like illegally with expired visas and everything, they still, I guess they're the most diligent people. They always pay their tax returns. They file all the documents to IRS because they want to make sure that they work here and stay. They will allow to stay, and hopefully maybe in a couple of years with the reform, they will be able to get the legal documents over here. So for this category of people, yes, we also do have the program. So don't be discouraged. Call the Noble Mortgage team. I'll give you the phone number if you don't mind.
Of course.
917-397-3000. 917-397-3000. Call this number and we will make your dream coming true.
You see, this is the difference between the regular bank and mortgage broker. Mortgage broker will offer you options, and they're going to take care of your frustrations, and they're going to save you money with buying a new house. And one more question, Igor, tell us about mortgage pre-qualification and mortgage pre-approval letter. What is the difference between those things?
Yeah, actually, this is another wonderful question because unfortunately, not all people understand the importance of actually getting the mortgage pre-approval. Okay, so what is the mortgage pre-qualification? Mortgage pre-qualification is that, for example, you're banking with the bank, right? Any bank, like local retail bank, you call them, they see like all your deposits, they see your bank statements. In 5 minutes, you are going to get mortgage pre-qualification. But this is not the actual pre-approval, because when you're going to buy the property, the listing agent will not take your mortgage pre-qualification because they need to call the lender. They need to verify that all these details, debt to income ratio, loan to value, your credit score, your situation, it's not going to be reflected in the mortgage pre-qualification because a lot of time it's just online. They just go online, they click the button in 5 minutes, bams, mortgage pre-qualification is done. And then actually you're shooting yourself in your foot because you are going to lose the property that you like. Just imagine situation, you, your family, you come to the open house, you like the house, you really like the house, you give your mortgage pre-qualification, say, oh my God, I'm giving the highest offers, and then your offer is not getting accepted. Why? Because it's mortgage pre-qualification, it's not mortgage pre-approval. So with mortgage pre-approval, first of all, we collect all the documents. Once we collect all the documents, we review them. We talk to the employer. We get all this verification of employment, verification of rents. We calculate debt to income ratio. We talk to the accountant. Sometimes it takes days. If the person is self-employed, you have like multiple corporations, it may take like a couple of days to put it together. So it's not like 10 minutes process. Again, we always do this for free, right? It's a free service for us. And eventually we are going to do the mortgage. And actually, in most of the time, the bank pays us. So our service for people who do show the income is free because the bank pays us, right?
Well.
So in this case, so we do like very, very diligently review all the documents, and then my pre-approval manager and me, like we talk to the client, we either meet with the clients in my office, or we do the Zoom meeting, and we explain these people, normally it's 1 hour free consultation, and we explain to these people what are the cash to close, what is the interest rate, how much, like what is the maximum loan amount they can get from the bank, and what are their options. If, for example, the person wants $500,000 mortgage, but we can only give him $450,000, we will show him what needs to be done to get this $500,000. So we will show the way how to get what they need in order to buy the house. And then also another very important program, it's called Fast Track. Do you know what is Fast Track means?
Fast Track, I heard it once, but you tell us about
I
Fast
will explain.
Track.
Fast Track is very tied to this mortgage pre-approval question. So the normal process with the mortgage pre-approval, when a person calls us, we collect all the documents, they may come to our office, we collect all the documents, we do this all this mortgage pre-approval, and we are going to give this mortgage pre-approval to you as a realtor. And then with this mortgage pre-approval, you are going to go and present the offer to the seller, right? And then the seller will decide if they're going to accept the offer or not. So this is mortgage pre-approval. Now, with Fast Track, what we do, it's same process. However, very important. When we do the mortgage pre-approval, we do one more step. We actually submit this file to the bank.
Wow.
And we get the actual fully underwritten mortgage commitment.
Amazing.
So when you present the offer, it's not only mortgage pre-approval, you submit the offer with actual commitment from the bank that says, hey, Mark, your offer is like cash offer. Because the only thing that we need to do, we already reviewed your income, your assets, your credit. Just find the house, get the appraisal, get the title report from the attorney, and we will close you. With this Fast Track program, so basically it's much faster, like it's a faster process after you sign the contract. But it's going to help tremendously to the buyers. Because right now it's a very competitive market.
It is.
Yeah. So and we see like offers going like $20,000, $30,000, $50,000, $60,000. So when you're going to present this offer with the mortgage pre-approval and actually plus commitment from the bank, hey, you're going to say this is the cash buyer.
It is. It's almost like a cash buyer.
Exactly. And we can close this deal within like literally 2 weeks.
Very nice.
So that's excellent program. And I encourage all our clients, especially who are putting little down payment. If you're going to put like little down payment, like 3.5%, 5% down payment, you must do this, 10% down payment, because there will be always cash buys. There was always people who would like to put 20% down payment. So when the seller will review this, they will say, hey, this person putting like 5% down payment and another offer with 20% down payment. Obviously in his mind, I'm going to take 20.
Yes.
But if my buyer or your buyer is going to have even 5%, but they're already going to be fully pre-approved, it's a cash buyer.
Yes.
So 2 weeks and I'm done. So these are excellent alternatives and options for the first-time home buyers. So use it and call us.
So like I said before, that's why you have to use mortgage broker. He has more options to help you guys to buy a house. So today it's a lot of information and we're not over yet. So the next question, how much is minimum down payment needed to buy a house?
Alex, all your questions just, fabulous. I like this. You feel that you work with pro, professional person who's been in this business how many years?
I've been here a quarter of 25 years. I've been here since 1995. That's why I'm dealing only with pro. And Igor is pro and been in business for more
and he
than
even beat me, beat by 7 years. So he's been in business even longer.
It's quality. It's about quality.
Exactly. Okay, so let's talk about this down payment, right? So down payment also varies, depends on the type of the loan that you're gonna buy. So if, for example, if you're a first-time home buyer and you're applying for an FHA loan, right? FHA loan. So FHA loan, it's excellent program. People can put 3.5% down payment, 3.5% down payment. The credit score on FHA loan can be 550.
Wow, it's even better.
550, because most of the banks, they start like with 620, 640, sometimes 600.
Yeah.
So again, as a mortgage broker, we have option to 550. And I'll tell you a secret, I have a bank like even with 500. It's just the down payment has to be 10% down payment, okay?
I see, okay.
Yes. So a little bit down payment, but even though if you have very bad loan, maybe some people go through divorces, a lot
hardships.
of bankruptcy, hardship, exactly. So we still can help these people, okay? So the minimum down payment for FHA loan is 3.5% down payment. Now, if you do conventional loan, we can start with 3% down payment, 3% down payment. Now, if you're going for example, buy big house or maybe $1 million condominium or $1.2 million, maybe you need to put 5 or 10% down payment. So it all depends what is the appraised value.
Yes.
Yes, and then if you can do jumbo loans, right? Jumbo loans, most time, some people buy $2-3 million property, right?
Yes.
Obviously, for these properties, you need to put at least 10% down payment.
Okay.
So this is for primary residence, right? Now, let's talk about secondary home, because a lot of people, they're probably going to buy people, maybe they're living in other states, they're going to come and relocate. Okay, so that's going to be maybe second home. Yes, exactly, second home. For the second home, most of the time, we need to have 10% down payment. So as long as they have 10% down payment, they can buy the second home. Right. Now, if we're talking investors, there are a lot of investors, right? People who already own the houses, maybe they would like to buy another property, right?
Yes.
So for investment properties, if you're gonna buy single family or condominium, most likely you will need to put 25% down payment. Yes.
Okay.
So we can do a 20% down payment, sometimes 15% down payment, but the rate's going to be just ridiculous. So the less down payment, the more risky those loans are. So what's going to happen is that obviously for the risk you're going to pay.
Yes.
So it's better if you're going to put 25% down payment. So if you're going to buy again, investment property, but maybe 2-3 family, 2-3-4 family houses, right? Then yes, obviously the down payment has to be 25% down payment. Now, what I also need to mention is that some people, they would like to buy commercial properties, right?
Yes, of course.
So for commercial properties, most of the time, it's not even the down payment. It depends on the cash flow of the building. Because sometimes people buy vacant properties.
Yes.
They rehab those properties. They put the tenants in. They stabilize the property. And 1 year later, they can refinance. Exactly. Yes. So for this category of people, maybe they need to put 40-50% down payment. But if the building is already stabilized
and show the income.
Yeah, show the income, then we can still do 25-20% down payment. So down payment again depends on the what type of property you're going to buy, what is the purchase price is going to be. Obviously, the credit score is very important also,
of course,
right?
Yes.
Yes, and the cash flow of the borrower. So again, the questions are a lot. And please don't hesitate to call, because my company, the Noble Mortgage team, we're specializing to helping first-time home buyers. I went through this process myself. I know how difficult and sometimes frustrating when people call the loan officer, they do not call them back, they get lost, and they even don't know what their closing cost or the interest rate is going to be. So my team is different. First of all, me personally, I'm top 1% loan originator in the country. Top 1% loan percent. So I'm professionally coached for the past 7 years. We do a lot of volume and I have a big team. So my awesome Noble Mortgage team, we support each other, and we provide at least red carpet to all our clients. So I'll do whatever I can the best. I even don't remember when was the last time we didn't close the deal. We always we find the solution, we close, and we get the clients happy.
It's amazing. It's amazing. It's one more thing to get to use mortgage broker. He's gonna help you with the 3 main pillars of the mortgages. For example, your income, you have your savings, and of course the employer approval for your employment. So Igor, he is here to help us to make sure that our process from getting a house, signing the contract, and make sure you're going to get the keys at the closing, and 100% you're going to be in touch with Igor with your any questions regarding mortgages. And if you need help to find the right properties, I'm here as well for you. I've been in the business for quite a while. I know Brooklyn. This is my hometown. So if you have any questions, you could call me at 917-544-8520.
Yeah, so Alex, thank you very much again for having me. And again, my phone number, my Noble Mortgage team, it's 917-397-3000, 917-397-3000. If for any reason, like we are getting a lot of phone calls, right? Sometimes just send a text message and then we'll call you right back. And again, we are specializing to help people, okay? We know how to do this. We've been in this industry for many, many, many years. And then you have like two top professionals in this market. Professional real estate agent who's been in this for 25 years, the lender who's been doing this for 22 years or 23 years. So we really will help you to find the house of your dream, and hopefully you will recommend our services to all your friends, family, and colleagues. So call us, and my phone number again, 917-397-3000, and deal with happy people.
And dismissed all the noises. I want to just let you know, all these things that are going, interest rates are high. This is not it. You have to deal with the right people to get the right rates. And of course, the mortgage broker, as Igor Noble, this is the right person to get the right rate and take away your frustrations of buying the first time, of buying the house.
And I would like to step in and say a couple of more words. Actually, today is the right market to buy. You know, some people say, oh, the interest rates are high. No, the interest rates are just right. Because if you remember what was like 3-4 years ago, when the interest rate was very, very low, and they're not going to be the same low anymore, right? So even though the interest rate is going to be 4.5%, maybe 5.5%, right now is the right market to buy. Why? Because you're going to secure the property. First of all, you're not going to overpay $100,000 to $200,000 for the same property. Because what happened 3-4 years ago, the property was $500,000. People paid $600,000, $650,000 to get this house because there was like 30, 40, 50 offers on the same property.
Right.
Now it may be 5-6 offers.
Exactly.
So you are going to get the house where you want with the same bedrooms, same bathrooms, the floor, the view. You are going to get the property that you love now, and then later you will just refinance. But at least you are going to have the house that you like. So buy the property now. Don't wait. And call us with all your questions.
Exactly, 100%. Igor is 100% right. I've been in the business for 25 years. And from my experience, people who are waiting to buy a house, later on they paid more actually for the same properties, because now this is the right time to buy. The interest rates, we can adjust the interest rates. This is the market good to buy, not to sell actually. But we're looking for the first-time buyers, and we're looking forward. We're here. We're Brooklyn-based. So if you need, you could come to us, and we'll help you to get the right house and the right rates as well.